Hey guys, it's Kay Journey, and I am back today, actually to restart something that I stopped doing that I shouldn't have stopped doing. Let me explain. So, last October, November, December, I was doing kind of a writing challenge, and I had started this habit in September, sort of, that bled into October, and I was writing like 3,000 words a day, and I was doing really great. And then toward the middle of October, or not middle of October, the middle of November, everybody in the house kept getting sick, and I kind of started to fall off. And one of the things that I fell off on was my writing notebook. And I've set it up multiple times, and it's just I have not been able to use it at all. And I think I've figured out the problem. And the problem is the pages are too small. Number one, the pages are too small. And number two, I'm not actually doing anything besides tracking like the words that I get done. So I'm not giving myself the credit for the other things that I'm doing. And I think what it is I'm lacking that dopamine rush of touching it every day and feeling like I can get things done every day. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to go through and set up a new kind of working writer's notebook with you guys. And I'm back to my happy planner. And I am using this cover, this, oh gosh, Nightmare Before Christmas cover, rather than my newer one, just simply because I like this one better. The newer one is really pretty, but it's really dark, and I am not in the mood for dark right now. I think I just need a little bit more light in my life. I am, however, I know these orange discs do not match, but they're in honor of the Pumpkin King, so we're gonna go with them. So anyway, I'm going to jump into a voiceover and get started. Okay, so this setup I actually thought about a lot before I even got started. And the biggest part about this setup is that there are multiple sections because I wanted to be able to, in the same notebook, write down, like track what I'm writing, what I'm working on, and where I'm at in the project. And also like the work that I'm doing, the specific work that I'm doing. So if I want to, write down, oh, I got, 2,000 words in, today, or I got 500 words in this sprint and 600 words in the next and 200 in the next. I can track that. But I can also track how many note cards did I just, write down? How many scenes did I get plotted? How many hours did I spend thinking about this problem and trying to solve it? I wanted to kind of give myself a place where I could really track exactly what I'm doing when it comes to my writing, outside of all of the other business things that I'm doing, because I think that this is probably the most important part of my business, frankly, and it needs to be my biggest priority. So what I'm creating back here are sections, and those clear top tab dividers are like notoriously horrible for keeping stickers on them. So I am not labeling those with stickers. I'm going to label them with permanent marker. It's really easy to fix. These stickers actually came with the original planner, and I I took the outside sticker area off to make them easier to take off the page, and now they're really easy to take off the page, and they get everywhere. But I'm looking forward to using them, and I'm just kind of going to give myself permission to really play with it and be as much of a mess as I want to be. So fair warning, if you are looking for finessed, if you are looking for nice, if you are looking for any of those things, that is not what this is. This is just a messy, messy place where I can be as messy as I need to be, really. So this first part right here, actually, I'm still adding in pages. So I'm kind of figuring out how many pages I can fit in there. So these pages at the front, this is the paper with Jack Skellington on it, is actually the paper that came with the original planner too, and I'm really excited to be using it. So I just want to start out with like my current projects. And right now I am working on 4 different projects at once. I am working on the book club book. I am working on book 3 of my Forsaken Universe series, and book 4, and then also book 6, because book 6, 7, and 8 are actually spin-off that jump out of the series at book 2. It's hard to explain. I'm not going to try to. I've already explained it multiple times. Anyway, so those are the projects that I'm working on right now, and honestly, the only reason the book club book is even back in this list is because I had a health scare recently, and I'm still doing tests. It is most likely that I am fine, but it did kind of make me stop and really figure out what my priorities are, which is why there was no video last week. And I'm frankly surprised that I even decided to put this out today, because I really just wanted to take some time and spend it in my head thinking about what I really want from life, and what I really want to be doing. And the thing that came to me the most is that I want to spend as much of my time as possible working on my books and playing with my kids. Those are my priorities, and everything else kind of gets to take the back burner right now. So I'm not saying whether or not I will continue to have weekly videos. That's not what this video is about. Most likely I will. Most likely that's, things are going to continue back to normal as soon as I find out what's going on. And if not, I will let you know in the next video, most likely. Anyway, but for now, these are my focuses. I want to focus on getting the book club book done because it's fun. It's lighthearted. I mean, it's got some darker elements in it, but if you watched any of my previous vlogs about my writing vlogs, the book club book is my paranormal romantic mystery book that I started back in October, and I've changed so much about it, like in my head. So it's now enemies to lovers, and I made the love interest a woman, so now it is a sapphic enemies to lovers, and it makes me very, very happy. I'm thrilled with the changes that I have made. It feels much more authentic to the characters and to the situation that they're in. I'm adding more scenes from the perspective of the cat. I went through and realized that I only had like 36 scenes from the perspective of the cat, and it's 2 perspectives in this book. So I wanted to make sure that I added some more from his perspective. And so the book is about a witch named Vlada. Her original name was Inna. She is now named Vlada. There's a whole long story behind it that you guys will find out more about in book 2 when I get around to book 2 and book 3. And I'm also adding in more about the series into book 1. So I'm really excited about that. Anyway, back to what I'm actually doing instead of talking about the book club book. So here I'm kind of figuring out like what my goals are, and I'm giving myself credit for the note cards that I've done. Basically, I just wanted to use like color coding to, throw in, hey, I worked on editing or I worked on plotting. And if I want to add notes into it, I can in the next page, which I have not set up yet. I will set it up towards the end. I was debating on whether or not I even wanted to do it. I was also debating on whether or not I wanted to keep the page there that I just screwed up on. And I decided life is too short to sit here and argue with poor handwriting, so I was just going to switch it over to a new page. And I also need to apologize for like the autocorrect in this. I tried to fix it and it didn't work. I'm on a different desk. I'm in a different situation, and frankly, my give a fucks about minor details in the video are just not there today. They should be. They really should be, but they're not. Okay, so here's what happens when you make a mistake with permanent marker. Take some alcohol, wipe it off. It's just fine. No big deal. And then I went through and I fixed it, and that's book 3. And the next tab is supposed to be book 4, and then the last tab will be book 6. And I am limiting myself. This is wild because I didn't realize how many projects I had going on in my head all at once. I am limiting myself to 4 major projects because I had like 2 more. So there's where I'm at. And here I'm like, okay, I'm doing the final flip through, and then I was like, wait a minute, I forgot my charts. And then I completely missed filming like half of me doing this, which is just me doing those really, really wonky ass lines, which, were not great. But I'm also changing how I'm tracking what I'm doing. So here at the top, it's, the date and the sprint, because I want to continue working in sprints. And then it's the work done, and then the project that I'm working on, and then the percentage finished. And I think that's a better estimation of how I'm spending my time. And then over on the next page is how is it going? What do I want to change, and how can I improve on this? I just kind of wanted to give myself some space to reflect rather than just continue to push forward without giving myself credit. So final flip through, which is happening too fast, and it's fine. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and yeah.